So yeah, just sitting here playing Rayman. Gonna be playing Rayman today. Just getting right into it. I'm getting I'm getting a handle on these streams. Great. And now Twitch shows that it's streaming too. So now let's check the audio levels to make sure that I'm sounding good and everything else is sounding good too. I should put my earphones in so I can check the audio. I talked a lot so I can have some audio to hear myself with. I'll do this. Self aside. Yo, hello self aside. Glad you're in this already. Alright, let's see if the audio is good before I continue. Make sure that's good. Oh, it's Bobby. Hello, Bobby. You're from way back. Hello, Bobby. I'm glad you're back. You're in this early. I'm gonna be playing Rayman. The actual... Well, this is not Rayman. This is Rayman Redemption, which is a remake of Rayman made by a very talented group of people online. So, I'm going to be playing it. Yeah, you did. I remember you. I'm glad you're back. Now we can partay. I'm also getting a pizza soon. This pizza is supposed to be the best in my area, so it's gonna be interesting to see. I'm gonna be able to give a live viewing or a live review of the pizza. It's supposed to be the best pizza in my area, so we'll see. I'll be the judge of that. I always like trying new pizza places around my area, so this one is supposed to be the best, and I ordered it, so we shall see. It's just typical pepperoni. A typical pepperoni. You can't go wrong with pepperoni. Let's start new. I was doing this to test it out, and everything's good now. So let's start a new game. I want to try and play all 3 games. Maybe not in order. Maybe I'll try each one until I get bored. Okay, so casual. In casual mode, you have infinite lives and can't get a game over. 1-up statues grant tings instead of lives. In classic mode, lives are limited and you can get a game over. First, hey Annie, I'm streaming, and I already have. I think it's. I can't see this. I never look at the viewer count because I feel like it's distracting. Yeah, I'm glad you're back. So the pizza's on the way. I'm deciding which one I should do. 1-up statues and big power-ups. Oh yeah, and my partner Annie is here too for the ride. Well, not really for the ride, more like she's just doing her own thing while I'm streaming. So if I'm talking, it's because I'm talking to her. So I'm not going schizo. I swear, the streaming isn't getting me. Yeah, okay, I'm going crazy. According to her, I'm getting crazy. Anyways, classic. I guess I'll play classic mode. I personally played the classic mode. The cutscene. The classic Rayman cutscene.
Hi, folks. You want to know what's going on? Let me tell you the story of Rayman.
The voice actor is doing a good job of sounding like the other guy. I like it. I have to let the microphone face me better. I like it a lot. I also got my hair braided today. We both did. We got our hairs braided today.
We look good.
Yeah, we do look good. We're not just... I should call myself some braided guy for the day. If I could change my name for the day, if they allowed that, I would change my name to some braided guy, because I am braided. I am braided up fully. I look like a lumberjack. I look like a lumberjack. Like I need to be chopping axe and giving it to my family and eating up food and then spitting it into their mouths like nature intended. Chew it up for them because they're too young. I'm saying all this stuff while I'm playing Rayman, the original. We all know the story. Mr. Dark is killing. Sorry, he's not killing anybody. He's capturing all these little guys here. They need a hero. Rayman needs to be their hero. Yeah, he gave a thumbs up. You know he's a good guy when he gives a thumbs up. What bad guy gives a thumbs up? In any promo art of something, you never see the bad guy with the thumbs up in the promo art. That'd be confusing. Imagine Thanos having the doing the thumbs up with the gauntlet. That wouldn't be as intimidating. I personally think so.
I personally don't think he's really intimidating now.
But he's played by Josh Brolin, and
So
he's intimidating. He writes letters to his coworkers and people that he works with, saying how cute and amazing they are for their acting skills. What won't you like about that? He's charming. He's got me charm, that's for sure.
clearly.
I just liked him as Cable. Unironically, I liked him as Cable. He wasn't tall like how Cable's supposed to be in the comics, but he played it. The energy he gave off was perfect for Cable. But that pizza review might be happening sooner. I thought the pizza's 2 minutes away. So yeah, live pizza review. I wonder if I should put it on the screen. Live pizza review on screen. Can I do that? I could probably do that. I could probably put like live pizza review
On the screen.
Yeah.
They can't even. They'll just hear you be chomping.
I know, they'll just hear me chomping and I can give a very detailed review of the pizza.
Sounds gross.
Yeah. I can give an ASMR pizza review. Yeah, ASMR pizza review for the viewers. See, I know people are watching, but it's more like I treat it like an archive for myself later, or more like a document to myself on how good I felt during a time. Because a lot of good things have been happening without doxing myself and saying my personal life. A lot of good things are happening, which is one of the reasons why I'm back to streaming. A lot of good things are happening in my life now. So this stream is a testament to good things happening. I never stream in a bad mood, and all the times that I've streamed, it's always been times that good stuff has happened. So it's like each stream I do is like a reminder of, oh, this is good. This is when something good happened. I'm not gonna be a completionist, honestly, and I don't see myself finishing this game. It's hard as balls. I'll probably play.
Say that.
It's true. It's very difficult. It was the first Rayman game, and it's so difficult for no reason. I don't know why they did that. You gonna watch Digimon?
No, Disney.
Oh, Disney. Oh, Annie here is gonna be playing Disney Dreamlight Valley. She decorates. She a decorating gal. So from bland to pizzazz. Does that rhymed? I mean, it kind of did. I've always loved the colors of this game.
Because you like purple.
Yeah. Purple is cool. Oh, the pizza's here. Oh boy, live pizza review. Live pizza review. Live pizza review incoming. Let's. Okay, let's pot. Oh, okay. Let's go to my screen, my thingy, my transition screen with the music. All right. Be right back. I'll turn my audio down to. back. We're back. Alright, I'm back. Let's make sure that the audio's good. You want to be looking soon. Again. Okay, it is good. I think I can make myself a little louder though. I'll make myself louder. Okay, I think yeah, I'll make myself louder because the game is already at a good volume. So I'll make myself a little louder. I'm giving a live pizza review in the jungle. Alright, let's go for this pizza. Oh. Ooh. It looks good. It looks tasty. It's nice. It has a, I think it's stone. It's stone. Ah! I think they say stone cooked or whatever. Mmm. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Alright. Now, for being the highest rated pizza place in the area, that was pretty good. That was a good. I had one slice. It's very good. I would give it. Like a 7 out of 10. I give it 7 Rayman balls out of 7.
Why?
Mm. Oh no. I almost got shooted. I mean shooted upon. Like some big bad purple blokes. These guys shouldn't be shooting at Rayman. They're also purple too. Look at this purple on purple violence. When will it ever end? He's different because he has a circle on his belly. No! I killed him. Playing this on a 4K screen, it's so nice. I tried putting a filter over it, and my partner Annie here decided to make fun of me, and I didn't want to do it anymore.
I didn't make fun of you. I said that that's the reason it's going slow.
Yeah, but it was like said in like a derogatory way, like, ha, that's what you get for trying to add a stupid filter over it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
See,
But
I know you very well.
but the first issue was to slow down. So maybe you don't know me as well as you think you do.
You don't know me. Oh no, it's gonna be me. Remember that song? Everyone plays that song as a meme. They're like, oh, I'm so funny because I know I play the song, the funny song, the really hilarious song. That's definitely funny every time you replay it. You know, like September. It's always funny to play September 21st on September 21st because it's so funny. It's like whenever people make those countdowns. I'm gonna watch a Marvel. I'm gonna see a Marvel scene countdown. Oh, countdown before New Year's. We're gonna see Thanos snapping on New Year's, and then pretend what he's actually snapping. We're all gonna die, half of us. And then after you watch it, it's after. Like, that's just embarrassing. Like, sure, it's funny for the video, but after it's like that must be so awkward afterwards. It's like, okay, haha, that was real funny, guys. We're gonna get that Reddit karma, and we're gonna get the up likes, whatever else the internet rewards you for being silly billies on. But honestly, I love it. I love it so much. I want to make a video like that myself. We should make a video called Littlefoot's. We should do New Year's countdown before Littlefoot's parents die in The Land Before Time.
What famous?
And then we'll cry on New Year's.
What did you do?
We'll cry together on New Year's.
Why?
Because we're sad.
So then we should just cut onions.
We should just cut onions, cry, put the tears on, and make a nice little stew at the tears. I keep getting hit with those things. I'm so pushing this. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother reading. Like, I don't care for the extra story. This game is great. I like the remake, but I'm 27, going on 28 this year. I don't really care for these little baby game stories. I like the way the games work and how they play. But story can take a backseat for games like this, so I'm just gonna be skipping them all. Show me fun game, please. Stimulate my human brain. What is that a bag of?
When I'm eating.
Alright, what are you eating? Tell the court what you're eating.
It's just McDonald's.
Mm. Now be more specific. What did you get from McDonald's?
Nuggets and fries.
Yep, nuggets and fries. Classic combo. If you ever became a celebrity, that would be yours. That would be your meal. The Annie meal. I said that you would have a. If you were to become famous, you would have a Annie meal, and yours would be a 20-piece nugget, fries, and a Fruitopia. Mm-hmm. My signature. Oh, hello. Eris World 2008. Ari. Hello. I was just about to say what my meal would be if I had a McDonald's meal. I think mine, if I was famous. It would be a Big Mac, extra Big Mac sauce. You have to have extra Big Mac sauce on it. That's what I always get. Yeah, so extra Big Mac sauce. And two McChickens. Or no, not two McChickens. One McChicken. Okay, let's start over. This game, it's hard to play and talk. So my McDonald's meal would be one Big Mac. You have to have extra sauce. It's a part of it. You have to have extra sauce. Extra sauce with the Big Mac. And if you want to get really daring, if you're really hungry, like if this is the only thing you're eating that day, add an extra bun to it, or add not extra bun, add an extra patty to it, and add some cheese. Then when you add some, that's only if you're really hungry. I do not suggest doing that if you've already eaten throughout that day. But if you're going to be sparing with McDonald's, fine. Then you can do the normal meal. The normal meal for me would be. I'm just getting so off track. So let me start over. I feel like I'm going schizo. My country got no Big Macs. LOL. Damn, that sucks. Okay, fine. Well, improvise with a quarter pounder, I guess. Okay, so let me just get to the meal already. So, okay, fine. We'll be inclusive here. Let's not exclude other people. So my McDonald's meal, and let's exclude where Ari is from. So my McDonald's meal would be a Big Mac, and you have to have extra sauce on it the normal way, and one junior chicken, and one McChicken, and extra mayo for the McChicken. And the drink of choice would be a Sprite. And a Coca-Cola, actually. Coca-Cola is good. Gets your mood up with the caffeine, and it helps digest the food. It's not scientific. Please don't quote me. You will probably not be made fun of for quoting me. So yeah, jeez. Yeah, that is my meal. Oh, and two pies. I never buy one pie from McDonald's. You can never buy one pie from McDonald's. You have to buy two. There is no way you could ever buy one pie from McDonald's. I'm sorry. It's not enough. So 2 pies. That's my meal. So 1 Big Mac with extra sauce, 1 junior chicken, one McChicken, and 2 Coca-Cola, and 2 pies. That is the some Afro guy, or in this case, some braided guy, because I got my hair braided. So temporarily, some braided guy, the guy formerly known as some Afro guy. Yeah, that's my meal. That's my meal. It's gonna be delicious, I promise. And don't mix it up, please. Don't do that stupid. Oh, I'm gonna put the burger, put it all together. Don't do that shit. You're gonna ruin it. I'm gonna put the burger, mix it together like this is like some epic mealtime shit. Don't epic mealtime shit my meal. It's a sacred meal. I get it all the time if I'm going to get McDonald's. Because I'm sorry, if you're gonna get McDonald's once in a blue moon or whenever you're gonna get it, whenever I get it, because I don't get it frequently, but when I do, I get the big meal. I get a big meal. It's supposed to be for dinner. I don't treat it like lunch. I have actual lunch. Like I cook. I can cook, so I cook my actual food for lunch. But if I'm like, okay, I feel like I want to treat myself. I've been working out. I can treat myself to something, and burn it off whenever. And if it's the only thing I'm eating that day, because that's how if I'm gonna eat junk food, I make sure it's the only thing I'm eating that day. Or if anything that I'm eating after, it's gonna be much less calories than whatever. Because I feel guilty. My conscience is like double when it comes to junk food. Like, I did a little pizza review today, and I feel guilty about this pizza, but it tastes so good though. I like it. It's a good pizza. I went ahead and bought the highest rated pizza in the area, and it was delicious. And it was worth being given the title of best pizza in the area. It's pretty good. In fact, I'm gonna take a little bite of it now, away from the mic. Remember that thing? Remember the crazy shit I saw on the bus, Annie?
What's that?
Remember when I saw the little boy slap his mom on the bus after she bought a Burger King?
Yeah, didn't you tell him that she didn't do anything?
Yeah, she didn't do nothing. It's so sad. The things you see on the bus in the city, I tell you. I haven't seen anything as weird as that yet.
Well, mine is that guy peeing in public at night, but other than that, yeah.
Yeah.
They with exposing themselves. I mean, it doesn't get worse than that.
We saw a guy pissing on a donation box.
Well, I didn't see it.
I did. I just told Annie about it. And I described it in such detail, it's as if she was there. He wasn't even subtle with it. He just started pissing. Behind the donation box. Like the thing that you're supposed to like give to donations like for clothing and stuff. And he's just there pissing, emptying out his bowels, his piss well, into or around the donation box. And it's unfair to everybody else, honestly. The weird things you see in the city, I tell you. We've been here for only what we've moved out to a city in like in a month. It's in a month. I mean, I've seen such crazy shit. Annie here doesn't really see as much crazy shit as me because I'm exposed to it more. I leave the house
I'm so sorry.
You're shielded from the weird shit, thankfully. I was saying earlier, I like how I haven't even really been commenting on the game. I've kind of just been shooting, right? I've kind of just been shooting the shit and talking. Right. That's what it's called. You're just talking. I'm just conversating. I'm just saying things. It's a metaphor. Shooting the shit is a metaphor. What?
Is that
show us a metaphor. You'll show me. Ooh. This is a peaceful game. Why are you making this not peaceful? It's a tranquil, peaceful game about a limbless hero who has no arms, no legs, no balls, or anything. It's true. I don't see no limbs on this boy. It's true. I don't see no limbs on this boy. He has no limbs. I guess I'll nerd out about Rayman.
You should get a scarf. I know it's hood, but it looks like a scarf.
It is a scarf. And this is the first one. In the first one, he had a scarf. And the second one, he still had a scarf. And then the third one, he had a badass looking hoodie. I love the redesign of him. I think of all the characters to get a cool redesign, like Crash, Sonic, I wouldn't count Mario, he just looks the same. And I guess Spyro too. Out of all of the people who got a cool redesign, I really like Rayman's the most. It's just clever. It was a hood instead of a thingy. A ribbon. Ribbon. What's it called? A ribbon instead of a scarf. We're missing a scarf. Yeah, scarf. A hoodie instead of a scarf.
It's a cute design.
Hmm.
Not really looks cute.
Yeah. The earlier Rayman was more cute. Because this was it was a French character, you know, the same home as Miss Fantastic. Was it Ladybug? Miraculous Ladybug.
I didn't watch that show.
Hmm.
I didn't watch that show. Is it good?
I've never watched it either. I just know that you have to be a very specific kind of person to like that show. I know that sounds weird, but I don't know. It was made around the time as all the stuff that we had that were popular, like Backyardigans and stuff like that. So I guess you have to just be into French animation.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, did that even play here?
I don't even think so. I think you have to, and maybe it was streaming. Miraculous Ladybug. I don't know. Yeah, French. The French. Yeah, but the appeal of Rayman, the French made it more cute for his first game, but
That's adorable.
yeah, the big
Just
eyes.
looks like a nasty teen.
Even a nasty teen.
Yeah.
You say Rayman looks like a nasty teen now. That's controversial. Bold. Bold even.
Like a nasty, edgy teen.
Yeah, I like his voice though. Oh, his voice shares the same voice as Goku. And rest in peace to the creator.
I know.
Believe it or not, I was never into Dragon Ball Z as a child. Never got a chance to be. The things that I watched growing up were very restricted, so I could not watch it. But no doubt can I ever in a million years say that it's bad, because it is. You just have to be there. You have to be a part of the journey, and I just wasn't there for it, and that's okay. Yeah. But We lost another artist this year. Sad. But let's not talk about the sad stuff. Let's talk about Rayman. You're kicking ass. And I fully powered him up too. A gun in real life?
No, the gun that you're versing a monster is no strength into a gun.
Yeah. And so I like he's a monster. It's so vague. You're like a mom, like, oh, you're fighting the monster in the game. It's like, yes, mom, I'm fighting the Gerudos from Legend of Zelda.
That's not.
You're fighting the little monsters. That's cute. Mom, that's Bowser on screen. Oh, he's the one that sang about Peach. How much he loves his little peaches. I heard that on the radio. Yes, Mom, he's the one that made the song about the peaches. Oh. That's like a loving mom who's vaguely into video games. Imagine that. Is that the Sans character you were telling me about? That would never be said by a mom. Is that the Sans from Undertale? That just sounds not real. Imagine that a mom saying, "Oh yeah, that's Sans from Undertale." I saw that and thought about you. I'm sorry. I almost never believe those people that like make posts online that say, "Oh, my mom got me this super specific thing that only I would like, that she would have most likely never have gone online to go and get. Look at what she got for me." Just say you got it for yourself and you're happy you got it. Just I don't believe anything on the internet. I believe nothing. Everything's a lie in my opinion until proven otherwise. Like when I found out about rage baiting, I was like, oh, so nothing matters anymore. Not even outrage matters anymore. Like I found out that no, it's my. I'm not gonna say I found out. I'm gonna say it's my conspiracy theory until I have enough evidence, because that's how things work. Until you have evidence, it's just a conspiracy theory. I see on almost like I think it started on Reddit, but Twitter's taking it up the most, or X, as you want, whatever you want to call it. Is people saying a very controversial opinion or something clearly very wrong, and somebody with a better or closer following, around the same number of following, will then respond, or even some more. It varies, but then there'll be some that has like around the same following, and they'll say something. They'll respond to the person saying the controversial nonsense by saying something like, "Oh, yeah, you're wrong," and they'll have some snide response that everyone's clearly echoing. Like they're saying the words that all of us are saying, and they'll get like hundreds of likes. And I'm like to myself, this doesn't feel real. Like why like it's clearly a wrong opinion. It won't even be like, oh, people are just hating. Because I've been on the internet for a long time. Like I think since like YouTube began, I've been on YouTube. This channel is just very new. This is one of the channels I have, but I've been on YouTube for a very long time, and I've seen how it grew and everything, even before the apocalypse and all of it. So I understand whenever people are responding correctly to like criticism in a comment section. Hell, I was even on forums. I was on sometimes 4chan forums, Kiwi Farms, Lolcow Farm. I was in all those places, and so you see, I understand authentic discourse, and when people are responding to another person and how it is perceived or whatever. But now it just seems like that person clearly, no, they can't be that wrong. This has to be something, because now on Twitter, your engagements are what matter. I think that's how the monetization works. I don't know for sure, but it doesn't seem as authentic when I see some opinions being like shut down, some bad opinions being shut down. It's like, yeah, you sure showed that person, but then it's like, but this doesn't feel real. This person can't truly think that way, right? Because they know they're so open to criticism, unless they're like, it's always like, maybe I should expand on more of what I see. It's like this. It's like, okay, a good example would be, I don't know, somebody looking at the live action Power Rangers, the one that came out in 2017, and saying, honestly, if the casting was just tweaked a little bit, the writing honestly made the movie stand up on its own. that would be like a tweet on its own, already getting negative kinds of attention. But then you'll see a person of the similar size of that person's following, or even a little bit more. I don't often see it's less, but it's usually more. And when it's less, it's just like you something can find a genuine one, but it's always weird that I find the ones that have like around the same following. Like there's some kind of group chat where it's like, okay, you say something stupid and controversial. Oh, jeez, HDMI. Let me. It's a good thing I saw that, because imagine if I was like, if I didn't see that. Let me. Ooh. A capture card. My capture card. Oh. I know what to do. Deactivate, activate. There we go. Perfect. I know what to do now whenever it messes up. Great. Okay, so we're back, just like nothing happened. Yeah, but yeah, my conspiracy theory about Twitter and rage baiting. I feel like it's now to the point where it's like there's a group of people meant to just rage bait now. It's like, okay, you say something stupid, okay? And I'll respond with my followers, and we'll all just clown on you, and I'll get the money from monetization, because I think tweets are monetized now. So it's like, oh, I'll get the money from that, because I'll get all these engagements. And then you can be the person that's the voice of reason afterwards and says, you know what, I was wrong. So you won't be looking at this like the stupid one for too long. And it's like, it doesn't feel authentic. That's my conspiracy theory. It's not true. I have no evidence of anything I'm saying. I'm just saying that's my conspiracy theory. My conspiracy, in short, in summary, is that rage baiting is now becoming the main way of getting kind of interactions. And because everything's boring right now. Like, there's no Trump to talk about. There's nothing to really bitch or moan about except for, you know, that big terrible thing that's happening in the other place that we're not in, that I'm not going to talk about. But yeah, other than that, there's not really much stuff to really get too upset about, other than that bad thing happening in the place that's not around here. Hmm. Oh no. And we made it. Just like that. I was saying earlier that, you know what, before I talk, let me get some drink. Non-alcoholic, of course. It's not even the afternoon. Where we are. I was saying earlier, if there ever was a chance that Rayman got like a soundtrack made by like a celebrity, or not celebrity, but like an artist, a famous artist, or famous artists, I think the Gorillas would be a good choice. Their music just sounds so atmospheric and otherworldly, and it's always experimental. And I feel like Rayman is a very experimental series in terms of its visuals and how it takes a huge spin on this whole fairy tale land kind of thing. That sure you can use pop music, but I feel like their music is weird enough and kind of captures the weirdness of Rayman. I think that'd be a good choice. Like similar to how Crash Twinsanity had Spiral Mouth do their soundtrack for the acapella. I think that Gorillaz would do a good job at making the soundtrack for a Rayman game. Like this.
They are good at making space-like music.
Yeah, they are. They're good at making space-like music. They like almost in almost every album. There's like something related to space. It's true. Yeah, Rayman is very like cosmic and zen. And they're also about that too, being very chill and relaxed. Damon Albarn's voice as 2D is very relaxing. One thing I gotta listen to every soundtrack back to back. It's like a movie for your ear, listening to Gorillaz. It's like an animated series for your ear. That's the best way I could describe Gorillaz. It's a shame that the animation that they use for their stuff is so high quality and expensive that they use it so sparingly, because if it was if they were done in bad quality, it wouldn't be as it wouldn't be as popular. But in doing that, it's expensive to animate them in anything, a movie or anything. That's why the stuff that they do is very, it's like trivia based. Like usually you find out about stuff from Gorillaz from like an iceberg video, or oh my god, when I first discovered Gorillaz properly, back in like what was it? I think it was 2015. And that was when Humans came out. I actually got into Gorillaz when they were on hiatus, and got into them just as Humans came out. I was there for the Humans hype because I just listened to Plastic Beach, and I was like, oh man, I wish there was more from them. And then I hear Humans is gonna come out. I'm like, oh. And the build up to Humans was honestly very fun. I liked that I was there during it all, the build up for Humans. And even though the album wasn't really my favorite, I didn't really like the bitching and moaning about Trump and all these allegories for Trump. I was like, I don't want politics. I don't care what side. Don't put politics in music. It's not supposed to divide us. And then they have like a really preachy song too that's trying to be like, look, we're gonna love each other. We're gonna make sure that we get through this terrible thing that we're not gonna mention. We're gonna do it, guys. We're gonna make sure that we have love in each other's hearts. It's like, okay, we know what you're talking about. It's like, I didn't like that part of the album. And then people's complaint, or people's counter to that was, they've always been political. Have you listened to Demon Days? But yeah, I have listened to Demon Days, but it's like the politics in that is done in a more subtle way. It takes a little bit more of a backseat, whereas everyone is making a Trump comment, and they just have to have one that's a little bit more blatant than subtle. I think they should have been more subtle with it. I don't care if they're going to talk about Trump, or whatever. Just be more subtle with it, so that it's like it's at least not too distracting from the music itself. I don't like being preached at in my music or movies, or any media really. Don't preach to me. Plus, I don't think people who are evil to the core, I don't think a movie's gonna change their mind, or an album's gonna change their mind. I just don't think so. I don't even think them being as open enough to even listen to the damn album. No matter what the subject matter is, I don't think putting lessons in your music against people you don't like in it, because they're not gonna listen to your music. Oh, I hate Taylor Swift. Let me see what she says about men. Oh, I don't see that happening. So it's just a waste of time, honestly. Educate, exactly, because you're actually learning something. But even then, educational songs suck. And they're usually just reserved for nursery rhymes.
Literally.
It's just true, okay? I've never heard of a fun nursery rhyme that's fun to rap or sing about. It's just lame. It's like Christian rap. Nothing against Christianity, but when they try to be like cool and hip with people, it's very cringe. It's like just worship the way you want to. Why try to be cool and worship? Just worship the way you want. And most faiths don't do that. Like most faiths still just remain themselves. Look at us talking about religion in a fucking Rayman game. My point is, my whole point was being that if there was ever a Rayman, like a game like Twinsanity, like Crash Twinsanity, they should have gorillas do the soundtrack because they are great at making otherworldly music. Jesus, how was I supposed to react to that? I would love to see a speedrunner react to that. How the hell? Like, how was I supposed to react to all those enemies spawning on me like that? That was unfair. Okay, alright then. I'm not even going to, like, make myself out to seem like I'm doing anything big or anything. Because I'm not. I'm just gonna preface that right now. But, because, what I'm about to also say, I've been looking into programming. I've been looking into the Saturn, specifically the Sega Saturn. Because I really thought that system did not get a fair shake at all. Like Sonic Extreme, the development of Sonic Extreme is insane. Like the people had like diseases, got illnesses, like I swear somebody got flattened by a semi truck. That didn't happen, but still, people the development of Sonic Extreme was really bad for the team, and they didn't even get an beginning to finish it. And then the system just died because there was no Sonic game to come out with it that was not Sonic R, which, in my opinion, sucks. And what's it called? Sonic 3D 3D Blast, and what else? What was the other one? Sonic Jam, but that wasn't really a game. It was more like just a compilation with like a 3D. It was like Sonic. It was Sonic Adventure, the demo essentially. But yeah, it's just not as it was. The Sega Saturn is just something that didn't get a fair shake. But I've been trying to learn how it's programmed and how it's game basics. I've been trying to learn game basics and how game development is made on it, and maybe learn the basics of how to make a game. Because I know a lot about computers. I'm good with computers. I've made computers. I've volunteered at a computer store and helped make computers and install Linux on them, and even I was able to help people with that. And yeah, I think I could make a game. I know how games work, but I'm just learning the very, 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 very basics of how it works. And so far, I get the gist of it. So hopefully, I'll be able to make something. Not hopefully, I know I'll be able to make something. I'm a smart guy. I think so too.
You know so much already. Just like
I know. I know about bump maps. I know about frame rates and inputs, delay, and drop shadows and adjustments. I know about stuff like that. I saw an app. It's called Tester Up. It was like a. It sounds like I'm sponsored. I'm not sponsored. Imagine that, sponsoring like a one follower nobody. It's a sponsoring company. That would be great. But yeah, it's called Tester Up, and essentially, it's funny because I was trying to look up something, and by mistake I ended up finding out about that. It's called Tester Up. It apparently is they recruit people to test out applications, like on the App Store and stuff. Mm-hmm. That seems like a fun job if I wasn't so busy. Just testing apps and just giving your opinion and you get paid. That sounds fun. Oh, finally. I like his little animation whenever he's sliding. It looks cool. I'm not gonna be a completionist. I'm just gonna play this game until I lose interest. I think that's the best way to play. That's just my philosophy when it comes to games. Play until you're bored. Don't force yourself to play all day. I cannot imagine doing like a 5 hour like like League of Legends like session. I could not imagine that. Like even when you and I play Fly for Fun, it's like it's usually for like an hour or two. And even when I'm playing games, I'll only play them for like an hour at a time and I'll switch to something else. Like I'll play Dark Souls. My gaming routine, if it's a free day, is to start off the day with Dark Souls. It's like a meal. It's like I'm describing a meal. Like here's my platter. Here's my favorite platter of games to start the day off. My breakfast. Okay, but okay. Let's have fun with it. I'll describe it like it's a meal. So my breakfast game would be Dark Souls 3 or Dark Souls, any Dark Souls game, because I play them all in order. I'm currently playing. I finished Dark Souls 2 last year. I played. It's funny. For my first time playing Dark Souls, I played Prepare to Die Edition, which is the harder version of the game. I didn't know that when I was playing it. I got the game and just played. But I did not know it was a harder version. That was my introduction to the series. So I played the harder version of the game that's already the hardest game ever. Didn't even know it. So I loved it. I'm like, oh, this is great. I had a great time. It was a difficult as hell game. And I love difficult games. Difficult games to me are like spicy food. You have to slow down to eat it so you can savor the taste instead of you horking it down like if it tasted normal. So that's how I feel about difficult games. Make it difficult and I will savor it more. So yeah, I finished Dark Souls 1. It was great. Dark Souls 2, I'm mixed on it. I finished it. I'm mixed on it. The story, of course, never matters. You don't need to care about the story of Dark Souls ever. But it's just how the bosses were and how the feel of the game was, honestly. And it felt like a game that was. It felt like the people who made the Incredibles game for the PlayStation 1. It felt like if they were shown what was Dark Souls, and then it's like, yeah, here's what Dark Souls is. I think we can do that. That's what it felt like. It wasn't bad. It just felt like someone else was taking the reins of Dark Souls, and the reins weren't meant for those people. It didn't feel like that to me. I played it, and I was like, this game was alright, but I didn't want to come back to it the way I come back. I went back to Dark Souls 1, actually. I downloaded it for the Switch, because I could play it on the go, and I finished it so fast, because I was so good at it, because I beat the Prepare to Die edition. So, I was able to beat the normal edition on the Switch so much easier. But 2, last year I finished it. A little disappointed. A little bit disappointed, not gonna lie. But Dark Souls 3, this is a whole other monster. Dark Souls 3 is a beast. I cannot That game is intense. It's intense. It's really intense. I sometimes wish that there was a difficulty bar. Sometimes that's how much, and I don't often do that. Like I said, I like difficult games, but even for me, I have to give myself a break. Cut to that picture of SpongeBob holding the wall and breathing. That was me. I can't. That game, you gotta take that game slow. But yeah, I do. Yeah, that's my Dark Souls 3. It's very difficult, but I like it a lot. I like Dark Souls 3 a lot. I like the armor. I like the way the enemies look. One thing I don't like about Dark Souls 3 though is that some enemies are way too big for the screen, and then it's like I can't even see how cool and monstrous they look because the camera is so focused on the character. Maybe you could change the options. I've never tried to tweak with the options. I feel like Dark Souls should be played the most vanilla way you can. Like, what's that game with the knight guy who gets his armor breaks every time he gets hurt? I don't know, but it's for like the Super Nintendo and also for the NES. But he's a knight, and it's a very difficult game, and you become a skeleton if you get hit. I forgot what it was, but that game. I like playing games vanilla. It depends though. Like it depends on the game. Sonic games you have to play with mods. I don't think I have a single Sonic game that's modless. You need to mod Sonic games. I'm sorry. Like, I love Sonic, but Jesus Christ, these people sometimes make some really weird decisions in how they port their games. You always have to mod them for them. Almost every Sonic game that comes out nowadays, you have to have a mod with it too to do something that should be out of the box. Like Sonic Frontiers uses up so much CPU because of this anti-piracy nonsense. Hmm?
Did you use comments on it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like, I feel so bad swinging on these guys. They look like they're in pain. They look like they've seen the rain in Spain, and it's causing them pain in the rain. And they cause a chain to then constrain across their veins. Oh. Oh no. A big cloud that's not in the same art style as the game. In the back, it looks a little bit like something from VeggieTales. So does that one. Oh no. Damn it. But I think this might be my stream schedule. Fridays.
What was wrong?
Nothing. I just think this might be my schedule. I like it. Doing this on Fridays.
Why are you so doing it?
Oh, I lost in the game. Hmm. Let me check out everything. Make sure that everything is good. Man, after that pizza, I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling really lethargic. I guess I'll lay down and just. Yeah. I just wanna lay down after this. No. You know, call it a stream. I felt like that was really good. I talked a lot, had a lot to say, had some conspiracy theories. Even said my pitch towards a Rayman game directed by the Gorillas. So I let a little bit of my brain out on stream today. So I think I will call it a day. I'll have these little bite-sized streams probably on Fridays only. Maybe Saturdays. Maybe Saturdays if I want to play like something small. Maybe that's how I should do it. Maybe Friday should be like Rayman, like a full game, and then Saturday should be like a silly game. Like it doesn't matter what I play. I bought a capture card for this stream, so
Yeah, let's play around with it.
I'll play around with it. Well,